Hi there, adventurers! It's Aryn, the Guildmaster, the voice behind Lorenthus Silverhawk. If you wish to listen to our games live, you can join us Fridays at www.twitch.tv/theguilddndclub. Our VODs are available on YouTube 2 days later, and on Spotify the following week, and you can see some of our most memorable moments at Instagram and TikTok as well. And now, what you've all been waiting for, let's open another page of the Book of Elleran.
Hello there, adventurers. It's your story weaver Alexey, and welcome back to episode 2 of our new Daggerheart campaign, Syndicate 6. Although today it will be just Syndicate 3. More on that in a bit. Special shout out to Michael Gelfi, Kevin MacLeod, Everrealm Records, Valkyrian, Score Wizard, and Tabletop RPG for the music that will be used in this session. If you wish to catch up with our campaign, even though it's only one session, you're still in time. We have our latest VOD currently available on our YouTube channel. You can find the link down below. But if you are subscribed, you can see it right now here on Twitch. As for announcements, sadly, like it was announced, our guildmaster and lore keeper won't be able to join us today, but misfortune also hit our dear wolf. So we will only have one lupinate dog today. So unfortunately, the show, or fortunately, the show must go on. Tomorrow we will not have cartographer. I know. No, I'm kidding. I know we miss Aryn's shiny head flashing our screens while he does maps. But next week we go back to our regular schedule. Wednesday, for our Portuguese-speaking viewers, join us for episode 4 of Lex I Studia. Thank you. Our D&D in Portuguese campaign run by our videomancer Hikan. Thursday we return to Barovia to kick some hag's ass, hopefully in Curse of Strahd, obviously, reloaded by our guildmaster Aryn. And finally we will have cartographer back on Saturday, so join us for our crazy adventures. Our daily reminder: you can submit your artwork in the guild's Discord server to be featured in our gallery that you can see during the breaks of every stream. Now remember, no AI art will be featured. We do not condone it. Fuck robots. Support your fellow humans. Don't forget, you can listen to this campaign and all our other games on our Spotify. Link down below in the doobly-doo. And now, what you've all been waiting for, with a new story to tell, let's open another page of the Book of Elleran.
Hello.
It's good to be alive.
We back.
Yeah, and we have something. We have something for you guys.
Yeah, we do. All right.
Yes.
So, context to what you will see in the beginning of every session going forward from the Syndicate 6 campaign specifically, because this is a thing that I do in my home games, where instead of having a player or me as a GM do a rundown of last session, I do a Kahoot instead, where my players battle each other bloody, trying to get the answers right and swiftly. So the victorious victor will have inspiration to spend for their session. Reminder, the inspiration is not stackable. The inspiration is not stackable. So either use it or it's gone. That being said, everyone is here, right?
Let's go.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
3,
go.
2, 1. May the victor get the spoils.
I'm so fucking ready. Okay.
We are
All
not
right,
sponsored,
Syndicate
by the way.
6 Session 1 would be cool, though, by the way.
Crazy.
Let's start with question number 1. How late is the shipment that the party was supposed to meet? 30 minutes, 1 hour, an hour and a half, or 2 hours?
Dude, I
L rage bait.
Shooting random. Shooting randomly.
Nice. Someone got it. Someone got it.
God damn it! I was in between that one. No.
Hikan is on the board. Let's see if the rest can catch up. What did Albus spot in the fog swimming in the water? An Ilkrif swimming, an Ilkrif rowing on a fishing boat, an empty fishing boat rowing by itself, or a small sloop manned by 2 automatons, an Ilkrif and an Ansel.
God damn it.
I see
an
we have
Ilkrif, but
Tsubaki on... Tsubaka is on the board, but Hikan is still in the
You
lead.
give me just a moment and I will get there.
All right. The man spying on the party on the rooftops was a dwarf. True or false? It was indeed false. Everyone got it right. Nice.
It was a small creature, but it was not a dwarf.
Let's go. Hikan is still in the lead. Those early questions are showing their benefit. Where did the crumbling stairs descend into? Lower docks, water gates, bottom entrance of the Grapport Bay fortress wall, or the city sewers entrance? The plot thickens and my sanity thins.
Dude, wow.
This,
You know
my
it's
dear
bad when
viewers,
I edit the
shows
episode and I don't know.
how much attention my
I'm right.
players pay to my games.
Here's the thing, I have editor's
To our
advantage.
games, so yeah.
Because
And
I
it
have to listen to the session a
still
second
doesn't
time.
help.
Dude.
Hikan
I
is
got it
still
right.
in the lead, however. He did get it right.
Editor's advantage.
The small folk.
Editor's advantage.
The small full spy that Daeric caught had a tattoo. Where was it? Left arm,
Fuck.
neck, right leg, or he didn't have a tattoo, it was a mark. Actually, it was indeed the left arm. Nobody got it right.
Oh man.
The standings stay the
sucks.
same. No matter what, there's going to be everyone on the podium. So the mark that Albus and Keahi found on the door frame was of what? A flaming skull, a flaming star, a flaming automaton head, or endless stylized spikes growing out of the mechanical jaw? Which one? A nice distribution. We have a topple. Not enough for that podium topple. Maybe with this last one. Who opened the door to the misfits? An Ilkrif in tattered clothing, an Ansel in tattered clothing, a humanoid inside the hollow body of an Ilkrif, or a tall and old burning man inside a suit of mechanized armor. That was a mouthful.
I do not remember.
Which one?
Oh.
No one got it right. It was an Ilkrif in tattered clothing, and with that, I think
I didn't know if it was an Ilkrif or an Ansel. It was Steve. Yes, it was Steve. In case of doubt, it's always Steve.
with this, we have our podium, and the one that will get the inspiration for this session, our very own dear Hikan, aka Keahi. You have an inspiration to use. So if you want to add a d6 to whatever roll you want for free once this session, feel free. With that, alrighty, let's get this party started. So, as our players are left in this dire situation, separated by two different reasons, before we find out the result of that shootout noise, we will first go back a little bit in time. During that month of getting to know each other and just slowly getting used to being this group of 6 adventurers, but clearly divided by ties, there is something that connects you. 2 names specifically come to the conversation, or to mind in you, Keahi. As the moment you are introduced to this trio of Daeric, Tsubaki, and Halfdann, something is gnawing at the back of your mind. And at night of that same day, you remember something. And you take out book left behind by Horus. or Agent O. And as you open it up and see the list of names, Halfdann Bjornsson is one of them. And another one that also is the reason why the two of you, these two groups were joined in the first place. Aryn Rocklin, the elf in ice. With that, I want to ask you a question, Keahi. How would you approach Halfdann and or the party regarding this connection? If you would at all. And yes, and if yes, how long would it take you to start that conversation?
About bringing up Aryn?
And Halfdann, which is actually, you can finally... finally actually have a face attached to the name.
Well, I think Keahi would actually... I'm not going to say that he's going to be blunt about it, but he's kind of used to having to bring up these difficult topics. So I think it wouldn't take much long for him to ask about the book and Halfdann and why his name was there. Aryn, however, I think it would be easy or fairly quick for him to understand that it's a sensitive topic. So that I think he would need to, no pun intended, break the ice a little bit before he actually speaks about the elf.
All right, so in that case, Keahi, how do you start that conversation and with who?
Okay, of the three of them, 100% Halfdann.
To be fair,
I think they're not
besides
shut
Daeric, yeah.
And Tsubaki would probably hit me. She's scary.
Mean mug you. Probably hit you.
I think me going to Tsubaki and be like, so, who is this Aryn that you guys are looking for? I think that's enough reason for me to get, I don't know, a hammer to the face or something. A hammer, a axe, I don't know what she uses. So often it's the safer choice.
All right, how do you approach Halfdann about his name being in...
We didn't keep the book in question, or did we?
That would have been up to you. I assumed you guys kept the book after it was left, specifically you, Keahi. Since you were looting the bodies, that was one of the rewards.
The one that kept the book was Lorenthus?
Probably, yes.
Because he was the one that read the names out loud.
That is correct.
So I think I would first talk with Lorenthus just to grab the book and make sure that I am not confusing the names, because it can happen. And after making sure that, yes, that's at least one of the names in the book, and his name being mentioned, because I'm pretty sure it was mentioned at some point during the first days, I would actually take the book, bring it to Halfdann. I would say I would approach him maybe more like after dinner time, where in a more downtime for us.
You would probably catch him in, so you guys are using one of the warehouses or safe houses to be more exact, of the Everrise faction, which is the group that has recruited you to work for their noble cause of just dealing with these underground organizations and the corruption that has been spreading in various countries. So in that safe house, you obviously have this larger space, more of a communal space where you can strategize, but as well rest for a moment. As you find a nice quiet moment, you find Halfdann after dinner, kind of sitting on a chair that he pulled a little bit to the side. You see he has a little array of oils and different substances for taking care of his weapons, and you just see him cleaning and taking care of this axe specifically. Oh, Keahi. Puts the axe to the side, looks at it. You just see him kind of say your name, acknowledge you, and then take a moment to look at the axe. Clean it a little bit with a rag and set it to the side.
So, you have a face. Usually, whenever someone has they need to have a tough conversation, so what is it?
Well, quite likely, most definitely. I don't want to say hard conversation. More like understand what's going on a little bit. And as I say this, I'll just slide the book in front of him.
He takes it.
And what is this supposed to be?
And starts looking at it.
My friend Lorenthus, he was the one that kept the book most of the time, so I did not read it through too much. I wish I could tell you what was the content of the book. However, there's your name inside, as well as 2 others, one of which was mentioned already. Aryn.
He kind of looks through the book and does a little flurry of the pages. And then as he's listening carefully to you, he's not reacting. He's just looking, taking in whatever you're saying. And then he lands on the page where the 3 names are.
Ket, Aryn, and me. I don't know who this Ket guy is, but that is definitely my name.
What you might know? What you might know
Where
about
did you
Ket?
get this?
We got it out of a body.
Whose?
Remind me who? I forgot.
It was dropped by the survivor of the 3 agents. Was Agent O, and you heard his name loosely thrown by Agent K. It was you heard Oris somewhere.
Okay, I will just go and say someone named Agent O, Agent K. I don't know if there's any bells to you.
Agent O.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't know anything else? Another name.
K. Agent K.
Agent K.
I don't know what else I can tell you. It was some agents that we fought.
He takes a second, and then you see his eyes widen. His expression grows stoic, serious, like it's made of stone all of a sudden. And he slowly looks up to you.
Was there a 3rd one? Maybe Agent F.
I don't remember if it was F, but I'm sure, yes, there was a 3rd one.
Elf.
I do not recall. Humanoids, definitely.
Let's just say a little bit of our...
Kind of nods towards where Tsubaki would be in the dorm rooms.
A little bit of our common past. Might not be as dead as we thought.
He takes the book.
I'll keep this if you don't mind.
I think you need to ask that to Lorenthus, but sure.
Unfortunately, you might be an educated young man, but that wasn't a question.
Fair enough.
He stands up.
I'm gonna go find Try.
And he has this silent glow, this pale blue glow in his eyes. And for a second, you feel this drop in temperature. And as he leaves, the cold leaves with him. And you
Is
hear
there
him just...
anyone else in the room?
You would see Lorenthus. Albus, would you be in this instance after dinner? Would you be in the common room with them? I'm assuming Tsubaki would be in the dorm rooms and trying to minimize contact.
No. Albus would be probably outside.
Outside? Okay, taking in the fresh air, or as fresh as it can be. Yeah, you only find Lorenthus, and there is one figure that you've been kind of on habit ignoring. An Ingrif, just working in the corner, tidying up things, but at this point, being so ingrained in your day-to-day in the Empire, you don't really bat an eye, especially if they're working as either as an assistant or a maid.
Yeah, just acknowledge them. So I would assume, for example, that Tsubaki is not close by.
She would be in the rooms, yeah.
Okay, because I saw any of this, or she's in the room.
I would say that she would only get out of the room if Halfdann would take too long to go up as well. But I wouldn't say now. I don't know for how long he hasn't been there, so I don't know.
All right. Well, at this point, as you have this moment of, well, there's still ways ahead in communication, we're gonna leave this scene and come back to the present. As Tsubaki, you hear the echoing in the distance. You haven't had a lot of experience with these new weapons, but at this point, the sound of a gunshot echoing down the city freezes your veins for a moment. Keahi and Albus, as the dust settles, you see 2 shadows covering you. as Lorenthus has his shield up and Draknash has his blade up, you see both of them just... Draknash looks at his blade as the blade's face, one of the faces, glows green. The eyes, and it starts whispering something, and it suddenly sucks in the air, and as it does, the air turns green, and it's feeding the face of the blade. And you just see Draknash barely hold on, standing up, as you see the wounds from the multiple gunshots start closing up and spitting out the bullets as they all fall down to the cobbled stones, as he just turns back. Oh. As he slumps down on the ground, his head hits the floor, and you just see Lorenthus with his shield full of little dents. He turns around to you. Are you all right?
I immediately need to check on Albus.
He falls with his back towards the boat, as you see blood seeping underneath his chainmail and the breastplate, as you see a nick. It's not really a nick. A bullet passed through the side of his neck, and you see the smoking pipes of the guns mounted on the walls, retracting, trapdoors closing up.
Ah, what a shame I couldn't get all of you. It seems I will have to finish the job myself.
And you see the Ilkrif underneath the tattered clothing, the arms snap out into double the length, as you see the fingers unfold into these long, like delicate but strong metal claws.
Which one gives up first?
Run down.
The young one.
Who's on the floor? Who's on the floor? Is Lorenthus?
Lorenthus and Draknash both slumped on the floor. Draknash is stabilized. Lorenthus is currently bleeding out.
Albus, how are you?
I'm fine. Wait, are you asking the player? Are you asking the character?
I'm both.
Both? Okay.
Both.
Ah, boy,
I
don't think I'm the main concern right now.
because I can do one thing. I can blink out of the way with Lorenthus
All right, that's an option.
to take him somewhere safe. But if you can heal him quickly,
I can.
so how quick can we do this?
Right now.
I'd say you guys do it right now. That is the only course of action. I would say you either instinctively react, turn towards Lorenthus as the Ilkrif unfolds the claws, touch, involve yourself in fire, blink out. Albus, would you like to carry Draknash, or would you do another approach?
I was gonna heal them.
Heal both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your course of action? Because right now, you guys can only do one thing each. So, Albus, you can heal both of them. Keahi, you can blink them out after the heal, or one of them. That is up to you.
Okay, I'll just.
I actually can. Albus first.
What
Albus,
can you
go
do?
ahead.
Tell me before. No, what can you tell me before? Just so
Here's
I
the
can
thing, because
adjust.
I'm trying to open my character sheet because my blink out allows me to spend an additional hope for each creature to bring with me, so I can blink out all of us if I have enough hopes, which I don't know if I do.
All right. You spent a hope before, I believe.
Exactly. That's why I need to check how many hopes do I have.
We can do. You absolutely have two, right? You absolutely have two, right?
At least two I have. At least two I
At
have.
least two you should have,
Then it's
yeah.
fine.
Because you had three
It's
before.
fine. I'll just turn my back to the guy and be like,
Just 1 second.
and I turn to Keahi.
Hey, boy,
Yes, master.
you remember that spell we went through? The one where you use the element of air? Yeah,
Yes, I remember, yes.
good. It's good thing that we're in a humid place.
and as I say this, you slowly start from the canals. Algae starts growing from under the water, and going onto the stone structure. And it sneaks into Draknash and Lorenthus. And I'm casting Healing Field. And I'm gonna spend 2 hope to clear 2 hit points off of everyone.
All right. So with that, as you clear 2 hit points, you just see Draknash slowly get overgrown the algae, and the algae try to find and heal the wounds, but they've been healed. And you see like the little ends of the algae kind of like look and try to feel out the wounds, but they don't see anything. So they just grow over to the side of his face and just start slapping him as he I'm awake. What? And the algae just, in the meantime, as you take a quick gander at Lorenthus, you just see the algae overtake the neck and just glow and then dissipate into ash and mix with the water and flow back into the river. And you see Lorenthus. He stands up, takes the shield. Behind, and you just see the Ilkrif turn his head. Curious. He folds back the claws as the 4 of you are now back up. Albus, you cured them. Keahi, do you want to do anything? Right as the
As I did that, I just turned to Keahi and say to Lorenthus, "Hey, morning, sleepyhead, huh? That happened a bit all of a sudden, huh? It all happened in a blink." And when I say in a blink, I to Keahi,
okay. So I need to roll a spellcast roll first. I need to roll a 12 minimum. I have +3 because it's instinct, and I might use my inspiration just in case. So, okay, I don't need the inspiration. It's a 15 with fear, but it's a 15, and I'm going to spend 3 hope. I'm out of hopes, and I will blink out Draknash and the Lorenthus. Yes,
and
with me,
not Albus.
I think Albus can run away.
Okay. Then in that case, the moment you say,
I will assume that he can run away. So
okay, the moment Albus says blink, you slap both of them, and the fire just starts enveloping. But before the fire takes Lorenthus kind of like looks at you. Huh? What do you mean by what? And goes up into spontaneous combustion. Cinders. There's no one there anymore. Keahi, where do you teleport in this vicinity? You can go all the way down deeper into the sewers, or you can go back to the little edge right before the section of the stairs that broke off. You can teleport there and start just gunning.
That's where I want to go. I want to go back to that little edge where we should have never went, and I get there, I'm just grabbing both of them, I look at them both, just some taps on the shoulders. Mm-hmm. Run back, find Halfdann, find Tsubaki, find Daeric, find anyone, just get out of here. And I'll be waiting for Albus.
Draknash kind of looks at both of you. Lorenthus looks at him and at you, and both of them kind of like nod, and Draknash starts running, and Lorenthus, he can take them. I'm not gonna leave you here before he gets back. And Albus, cinders, and as you turn back to the Ilkrif, you just see at the corner of your eye, right above the stairs, a little flash of fire as they appear in your peripheral, a little bit far away, and you see the Ilkrif look around curiously. The playground is even once more. Unfolds the claws yet again, almost like an automatic reaction. Is like, oh, I'm outnumbered, I will not fight, and I will close the. Oh, they're back. Okay, this is an even playground once again. So at the moment he's faced only with you, claws unfolded, and you have a moment to react. What do you do, Albus?
I'll go like, hey, put them back out. Why are you putting them back on? I don't understand.
Claws out, he kind of just...
It's a matter of balance. I will not expend energy to fight a losing battle. But when the ground is even...
You see him kind of sharpen the blades on each other, and a spark just briefly flashes this dim archway.
When it's even, O Tsar, I will come victorious.
Oh my god. You were scared of my little saplings. Oh my god. They got carried by the wind.
Saplings?
Yes, my saplings. But do not worry, they will come back. You know, they are about to grow into trees.
Well, I shall deal with you before they do.
And he kind of starts with a slow arch, but the claws, for some reason, in a flash, you see the light reflect on the blades as they're going to go for a hit on you. Do you do anything in that moment as you're trying to talk to him, or is that your action?
Yes. As that happens, I'll go,
but you know, even though the old tree remains, my saplings are the only thing that can get carried by the wind.
and I will beast form into an owl.
Ooh. All right. Okay, so he's gonna roll an attack on you with disadvantage as you transform into a smaller shape. It's gonna be harder to hit you, and that was miserable as he goes for that kind of mantis scissor slash. You just hear that cut air as you transform into an owl. Feathers. What do you do?
I am simply flying away to them.
As you start flying away, you just see him.
I shall recalibrate my calculations for next time.
And you see him like from your periphery as you're looking back and flying and then going back. You see for a brief moment as he retracts the claws, he unfolds the forearm almost like a metal book, and you see him start twiddling with some gears as his eyes flash just before he goes back. What you assume is the next course of action, as you don't see what he actually does. You assume that he goes back into the door, closes it. Moments later, Tsubaki, as you shoot the arrow and you see Daeric just start searching for something, you hear a pulse just up top.
A pulse.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Do I look like I fucking know? I mean, I hear the thing. Do I see anything that I could tell, like, that made that noise? Do I see, like, anything on, like, does Daeric react to it?
As you're looking up, your bow in your hand still, but not drawn, as the arrow clearly hits the spy. You just see kind of the clothing. You don't really see Daeric himself, but you see the clothing, and it was moving. But after that pulse, there's like a moment where the clothing doesn't shift, it doesn't move, and it takes a little while before it shifts again, and you see the face of Daeric turning to you, and just he had a little contraption. Black charred face and electrocuted hair as he just, I might take a moment. As he leans back.
I turned to Halfdann and like, well, now we know what that was.
Right. As long as he's fine, I don't really.
If anything, he is spicier now. Too bland before.
All he needed was a new haircut and some makeup. But why is Draknash running here?
Huh?
And you just see the hulking orc with a blade for a hand. Waving
Usually when someone runs at me like that, I run away. I'm just looking at him running towards us, and I'm just talking naturally with Halfdann. Like, yeah, that's a scary vision, actually. Kind of.
Hey. He runs up, just goes up the stairs. There's the metal earthen thing, the automaton, the automaton, yeah. I think it kind of shot something at me. And
Kind of shot something.
Yes, the noise before. So it appears that Lorenthus got hit, but then Albus dealt with him, so we're both fine. But there's something there that we might have to take a look at. Yeah.
Halfdann just looks at you and kind of just...
Yeah, I look back at him at the same time. Which
Right. Well, you finish up with Daeric here. I'll go back with Draknash and see what's up.
I finished with Daeric? Oh, okay. That's a new one.
Well, we gotta start making ties. What is it? Oh, I hate running. Oh. That's all the drinking. No.
That's why cardio is important.
Draknash turns back and just starts running, and then Halfdann just turns to you.
Just make sure that Daeric doesn't die, and
Yeah.
we'll meet back in the same place. Just
Yeah.
clean up. You know the drill.
Yeah.
Wait up.
Starts running behind them. Not too long before he also starts kind of
Slower.
and you just see both hulking men like,
We're both for powerlifting, not running.
and as they go back, Keahi, you see both of them moments later meeting up with you.
What happened?
I'm waiting on Master Albus.
And you point, the owl is already set. Do you turn back or do you stay as an owl?
Didn't know you guys had a pet.
It's not a pet. It's my
Right.
master.
Yeah,
True.
talk.
Well, that's something.
Draknash looks at the talking owl.
Nice. Well, what are we dealing here? What are you dealing with?
It was a bunch of Ilkriffs.
I guess so, but first of all, I want to thank you guys for protecting us. That was very nice of you.
Yeah.
Well, my body just reacted on its own.
Lorenthus just turns to you and just, it's my job. But, well, I'm also the one holding the shield, so the least I could do is stand in front. He turns to you, Albus, and just nods to you in thanks.
You really saved my skin back there. Thank you.
There is no way you are telling me that after what you guys did, but sure, whatever. But you need to practice a bit on your instincts of self-preservation, okay? Try to move on those instincts a bit more, instead of the others.
Wearing armor and a shield does have its bad habits of getting accustomed to being protected from pretty much everything. So I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, you're a young man. You have your whole life ahead of you. Now me,
Lorenthus kind of just gives you a puzzled look, but doesn't really delve deeper and just turns back to the rest of the party. How's it on your side?
Well, we dealt with the pesky rat that was snooping around. Daeric and Tsubaki are cleaning up, so we should have some answers soon.
And on the opposite side, at this point, Daeric steps down. Hey!
Find anything that's actually useful, or?
Yeah, I found a couple of things. He also had a protection tattoo. I kind of dodged it, kind of not.
By the looks of you, you look like you did kind of not.
Let's just say if it was somebody else, they would probably look a little bit more fried. And not frizzy. Oh boy, my favorite gel.
Elaborate, what did you find?
Right, well, I found a couple of daggers and this. He takes out a small scroll sealed in wax. Do you by any chance know Giant? It was one of my electives in when I was finishing up my studies, but I had to switch with ancient Sinvelian archaeology, but it was a specific era in the Ashen Sea where it was... Okay, yeah.
I really don't care.
I'll shut up now.
Give me a dagger.
And we'll find out what's on that scroll after the break. So stick around or go to snack. Go get go do a pee, go do a poo-poo, number 1, number 2, whatever it is that you do, I don't care.
Come back after the break. With a nice rhyme.
We'll see you guys in a bit, so stick around and watch our nice communities art reels. Yee!
There's new art in there.
Bye.
Yes.
Hello, we back.
Be back.
Hello.
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 Alrighty, so as we are back, and before we find out what's in that scroll, Keahi, Albus, with Lorenthus, Draknash, and Halfdann, what are you two doing while Tsubaki and Daeric are coming back?
I think I am personally I just want to check on Albus properly because I feel guilty for leaving him back.
Okay.
Even though I know the owl can take care of himself, I still feel like I kind of left my master to probably die. So I'm feeling guilty. And I want to check on him, make sure he's okay.
How do you check on him?
Well,
He's an owl.
where's the owl?
I'm on your shoulder, bro.
First of all, where's... You just fall on my shoulder like, who?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my.
Where's Albus? Who?
I look...
Ooh.
God, the problem is that I can picture that. And I can see Keahi's face.
I should have done that. I should have done that instead. Where's Albus? Who? Too late.
Well,
God.
Glory avoided.
It's still glory because there's an owl in shoulder going like, who? And I will just turn to it and be like,
Yes, you got your own headway.
Just confirm me that it's you, please. I don't want it to happen like it was with the dog. Or the cat, I don't remember what it was. Before we met them.
Yeah, maybe
Please don't tell me that.
bullet hit your head.
Ah,
I think a bullet must have hit your head because I've already spoken. Do you know any other talking owls?
we got attacked by Ilcriffs. We have seen weirder stuff. So I'd rather just make sure.
Right there, down there. As he points to the base of the stairs, the waves just crashing. Maybe let's walk a little bit farther away just in case.
Right, and I will just give like 2 taps on the owl's head and be like, let's just go, master. Gals. I knew you were going to do that, but I was not ready. And once we are actually far away, I will just say, Master, I'm sorry. I had to make a choice. I couldn't bring everyone else with me. I know you could get out of there quickly. I still could have picked you, but you saw how they were. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my boy. You did what you had to do. You did what I advised you to do. And what matters the most to me is your safety.
Well, yes, but I still have so much to learn from you. What if you couldn't transform in time? What if you couldn't get out of there?
Well, then don't follow my
I'm
advice
not
and stay.
ready.
Don't follow my advice and stay. Why do you trust me? You really do trust me so much. For example, and I unbeast form right on top of his shoulder.
As you do that, you settle next to him as Keahi has to catch himself before toppling down and falling on the ground. He just kind of you, like a sudden weight on your shoulder. You manage, you have to kind of dodge out of the way almost, but it's uncomfortable to say the least. You have to kind of do these.
I need to crack it like okay, it's in place. I heard something crack, it shouldn't crack.
I'm your
Alright.
master. I don't own you. You should do what you must. You can think for yourself now, boy. I already trust your judgment. It's been long enough.
All right. With this, as the group moves farther away, you see in the clearing fog, moving closer to you, Tsubaki and Daeric. Tsubaki, at this point, you have read what's on the scroll. If you want me to read it out loud, that's up to you, or you can read it yourself.
Ooh, I have stuff to read. Okay, I shall read to you all what the letter says. I apologize for any fantasy name that might be pronounced. Yes. You got the. See, what's a good man? You knew exactly what I was gonna say. So, it's Graport, right? You read Graport, okay.
Graport. Yeah.
I am not a confident reader out loud. Eyes at Graport. The Everrise affiliates have made port. More of them than the manifests suggested. Keep your distance and keep your reports clean. You are not to provoke them. The cargo shipment is priority. Confirm whether the copper-lined crate reached bonded storage intact. If it was diverted, I want the routine within the hour. Oh, this part. Oh, the 3 daggers have standing interest in this cargo. But this operation remains under my cut until Kaiser moves. I don't know who this Kaiser guy is, but if Everrise moves to secure the mineral, yes. If I've okay. 3 preguiças chorvem sopa, 6 preguiças chorvem sopa. Okay. If Everrise moves to secure the mineral openly, signal immediately. We are watching the tide, not fighting it. Remember your race. Gorvak Stonewake, Dockmaster of the 3rd Cut.
All right, so as that is the information on the scroll, as you read it, you meet up with the rest of the party. Now, a little bit westward from, or sorry, a little bit eastward, a little bit eastward from where you guys were waiting for the shipment to arrive. So as you move past those docks, closer to where Tsubaki and Daeric are, you meet halfway, still near the foggy shore, the waves crashing near you as you just have a little mix of Aryn in your salty morning
breeze. So, what's on the scroll? Ow.
On the scroll. Yes. Yeah, not good stuff. Not good stuff at all.
Did you find something?
Yeah, I did. I mean, he did. We did. It's a group, right? We did.
Teamwork. It's pretty seagull.
So, I don't know if any of you can read Giant. I don't care. I shall say to you what's in this piece of absolute bullshit right in front of me in my hand. We are being watched. That says as much of a resumed? No. Summarized. That's as much as a summarized version of it as I can give it to you. We're being watched, which means we're not being careful enough. To be honest, kind of difficult. She gestures to all of them.
Draknash in that moment is kind of just like looking at his muscles and kind of like looking where the wounds would have been and kind of like just, huh?
Yeah, exactly that, buddy. So, be more careful. Besides that, any of you four has ever heard about the 3 daggers?
Have we?
I have very loose knowledge of it. I've come across maybe a or two in the past. We all, I believe, well.
So, as you now have this new information, your shipment diverted, probably not arriving here. And if it is, only at a later time, and maybe not in the state that you intended it to arrive. So, knowing that you have these 2 suspicious parties involved.
Yeah, I think, well, if we're being watched, we might as well gun for it. Do you guys think we should go back to the safe house? They know about Evereyes, they know about us.
I think, if you don't mind, sometimes I think, and right now I'm thinking that we should really get this copper thing, this right, that interests the 3 daggers so much. Cause ain't no way I'm letting these fuckers get their hands on something that they want. So.
It's the same thing that we want too, so regardless, we have to.
No, 2 birds with 1 stone. Lovely.
Problem.
Sorry to interrupt.
We gotta
What's
first.
up with the copper?
I think it's okay. Hold on. I think it's something to do with magic.
Hey, nice. You read the leaflet I gave you about the Empire.
Dude, look, to begin with, I did not read that. Second, I'm actually remembering from my training, okay? I at least remember stuff from there.
Just saying, I read the brochure.
Okay, are you done? She turns to Keahi. Basically, copper, it's like, it hates magic. Magic hates copper. That as it goes, if I'm remembering correctly.
In this case, Keahi, you as a noble in the Empire, every noble does know that copper is used as an anti-magic substance. So whenever you're jailing a magic user or carrying something that might be detected or might be dangerous in terms of magical energy, it is closed in a copper box. And you did come across one recently, which was the copper crate that was carrying the burning individual that caused the of the Kajiadan ranger barracks. So you're fully aware that whenever there's copper involved, magic is sure to follow because copper is used to block it. So as Tsubaki is speaking, it's like, cool. A second grader is talking to a college professor about math, and math is what the college professor specializes in. So yes, you do know that 2 + 2 is 4, but you know, it's nice to get reminded sometimes.
I'm doing my very best over here, okay? I just go bonk. I don't do math.
Right.
But yeah, overall, that's the deal. Which means, to be honest, that either there's something inside that is... Honestly, both of what I was going to say includes the object or whatever it is inside be magical. Might not be, but
the mineral that you guys are
anyways.
expecting is most probably being carried in a copper crate because it is magical in nature to help with whatever you have.
Basically, long story short, the thing that we want that's inside cannot be opened with magic. Honestly, a little bit of blunt force, it's probably open, but
Or, hear me out,
And Lorenthus kind of chimes in, a key. I think a key would work.
Where did you pull that out from?
I think Daeric just kind of like, I think I would also guess a key. Usually things with importance come with locks, and locks, you need a key.
Where are you gonna find
now.
the fucking key? Where are you gonna find the stupid little fucking key for the crate?
Probably with the carriers that are carrying the shipment.
I highly doubt that, but I'll go ahead and I'll say yes to please you.
Also, Tahai would probably have the key.
Well, that makes a bit more sense. Anyways, are we going to stand around and look at each other's
we should probably get going.
Lorenthus kind of looks around.
We're kind of new to this city, so
They turn to Lorenthus turns to Keahi. Halfdann turns to you as well.
I mean, we've been here for a month, but you're kind of more of
What a month it has been.
local in the Empire. So even if this is new for you as well, you're a little bit more,
Question for the game master.
Yes.
How far away am I from home?
You would be in terms of time or in terms of distance?
Time and distance.
Time
Maybe
and distance.
it's better.
Time, so either on a flyless ship or a car or a passenger ship. Go from the Delphabir Island to the mainland of the Sizzla Empire. Delphabir is the biggest island under the Empire. So that alone would be solid few weeks of travel. If it was flyless, probably a few days, depending on the speed and the build. There are speedsters in terms of passenger flyless ships, but those are quite expensive. Regardless, the Everrise faction does have a rogue pilot or two that can help you out with transport. So let's say a few days, give or take, towards the mainland, and then from there you can either take another flyless ship or go by foot or catch, give or take, maybe 4 months, if not more, depending on how it goes. If everything is smooth sailing, probably give or take.
Okay, just so I could get a little bit more of a geographic idea. Because yes, I am a local-ish. I live further away from here, but
you're still of the Empire, so that's already.
I can still find some contacts. Pretty sure my family has a couple of them here and there. But if by any means we want to get closer to my home, we can stay there. It's fine. If
I'll take you up on that offer. So, in the meantime, let's just walk and talk. Keep your eyes peeled for tavern and maybe some other establishment. Anything that we can use for a little hideout for a moment here while we strategize. So,
With that, I want you guys to make me instinct checks. All of you.
First roll for me.
At least it was a hope. Well, I'm gonna use the inspiration. God damn it.
Remember, inspiration is a D6.
I know, shit. 8 with hope.
8 with hope.
At least I got a hope.
What is this roll for exactly?
To spot maybe a safe place or where you can kind of buckle down away from prying eyes, or where it might be easier for you to buckle down and notice if there is someone snooping around.
Okay,
But mostly trying to get out of view.
I got 13 with hope.
I could try to use with Elder Wisdom, but I don't think it's.
I'd say Elder Wisdom would work if you have hope for it.
I do. I have 3 hope. Ugh. Even with the experience, it would be shit. It's 5.
Hey, you rolled worse than me.
Good. 8, 5 with hope.
I was
5
Was it
with
5 with
fear. 5 with fear.
5 with fear. I'm assuming you are not going to do the thingy thing.
What, excuse me?
Because otherwise I take 2 fear.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Yeah, you get to fear.
All right. So
No, actually, no,
that
I'm not a
bumps up my
stress.
fear.
I'm not a stress. No. I'm not a stress.
You mark a stress? Okay. So
Yeah,
I only gain 1.
I just want to say that I don't know if you heard 13 with hope, and I'm going to stack my hope instead of hope. I'm gonna put it in my dice pool on the Call of the Slayer card.
All right. Sounds good.
Does that actually, little question, does that accumulate through sessions? Can I have that next session?
Usually it tells you on the card. If it doesn't, it carries over. I'd say it carries over if you haven't used it. But it usually specifies that if you have charges or any type of tokens, that they're either usually they're expended. Usually they're expended at the end of the session, or if it specifies that that amount of tokens carries over to the next session, then it carries over. It's cleared at the end of the session.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fucking sucks.
All right. With those numbers, Tsubaki, you're the only one here that actually kind of clocks the most decent place. Keahi, you're kind of more focused on taverns and inns. You're not really thinking of other places, since that's what the rest of the party's kind of looking for. You just focus on establishments, and that's the only thing that you notice. You only notice the little wooden boards or signs of inns, bars, and things of that sort, but nothing is really calling to you that might be safe or a place where you can really maybe spot, hopefully, if there's any other prying eyes, where you can spot them more easily. Albus, with a 5, what is distracting you from being able to focus on this moment, trying to find a safe place to reconvene, strategize, and plan?
Albus is distracted, thinking about how much of a close call it was back there, and that if it had been for Lorenthus and Draknash, Keahi might not be here right now, and that deeply upset.
All right. So as you're thinking of the close call that not only you but your disciple had, even in your elder wisdom, your instincts are dulled by your emotions. As you dwell on it, you suddenly hear Tsubaki stop and turn. As Tsubaki, you find so far the only place that you could realistically probably spend in the next hour or two planning and deciding how to go from here. You have a shipment to find and 2 separate groups trying to get in your way and snatch it away from you. So you find this relatively inconspicuous, or at the very least the dirtiest of the taverns, where you for a moment actually it's either abandoned or closed, but you see a slight crack on one of the windows as it's like a little bit open, and there is a dim light that you catch on the other side of the foggy windows. It's open. You can't really see what's on the sign. It's been kind of blasted with sand and worn with time, or sorry, blasted with the salt from the salt water nearby, and it's been kind of eaten away. You see letters, but you can't really tell what it is, and you basically just see what it appears to be the image of a beauty with dangerous claws and the bottom half of a fish or a sea creature, with the top half obviously before a beautiful lady. As you walk inside,
First, I peek. First, I take a very, I don't want to, safety first. Don't want anything jumping at me.
all right, so as you peek, you notice that it is indeed an open tavern. At time of the day, it's early morning still. You're not really expecting to find clientele. There's maybe one passed out client.
Okay,
so
but
it's
there's
easier
no
to spot.
Okay, it was more to the no suspicious people, no people at all, then no suspicious people. So yeah, okay, that makes me a bit more confident about place, I guess. I will enter first. Do I see anyone at the counter? Is there
the moment you enter, you're ding, 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 as the bell is triggered by the door. As you open it up, it hits the bell, and you hear a worm as you hear one approaching from this open archway that's not really lit up very well, but as you take a closer look at the inside, it is kind of cozy. You see this giant harpoon stretched above the bar, and it's kind of hanging on these ropes and pulleys, as you see it's slightly rusted in some parts, but it is permanently stained by either blood or the bodily fluids of the larger creature that you see hanging above it.
Lovely.
As you see the maw of what is a skull of some sort of sea creature, this open maw full of teeth and jagged edges above, hanging almost like trying to eat the harpoon. And the harpoon is, not only is it huge for a person, that's almost like shot out of a cannon type of harpoon, but it's also, as you kind of put two and two together, the demise of the creature that is hanging above it. This tavern actually does have like a larger empty space, so it has very high ceilings, and it has this
it's like a museum.
It has this situation with a balcony going, and to its immediate right near the wall, you see a thin staircase going up, and there's more tables on that second level that you can see. So on the bones of the creature, on the skull of it, candles on every tooth, and a little space that you can find to put a candle or any type of light, and it smells of just whale oil, salt, and kind of rotten wood a little bit, but it's homey. It's nice. You've been to worse places, honestly, and in some way, it is nostalgic a little bit. As you think back to knowledge and the vibe of this homey tavern, and as that whirring gets closer from that archway door behind the bar, you see this hulking, top-heavy Ilkrif just whirring with a bandana and what is a permanently patched metallic side of the face, as he only has one whirring eye that's almost like a telescope, and it has this pale blue light behind it as he just...
Ahoy, mateys! Welcome to the Siren.
Oh, so that was the drawing, the lady. Okay.
That's your right.
Thank you.
Sit where you like.
I kind of my eyes start to Daeric because I'm not the one that's good at talking.
Daeric kind of looks at you and just leans. Daeric looks at you and just leans and just, I think you might be malfunctioning, just saying.
We will sit.
Great. Sit away, mateys.
I hate this place. And I'll just go further in and find a nice table for us to be one that's not so rotten.
You find a decent table available. Kind of in this neutral space, a little bit towards the corner where you can see the rest, and if there's someone looking at you, it's easier for you to spot. So you sit, pull some extra chairs so the rest of the party can sit down, and Halfdann kind of just, what's wrong with that guy? And as he whirs back behind the bar, you just hear him,
Stupid. Come on. You have not had any customers in months. You can do this. Oh no, was that? Oh, my volume module is too high. Did they hear that? I don't...
And you stop hearing him.
You know, I'm gonna tone my voice a little bit just for the whole group at the table to listen. Like, so sometimes I can't actually tell if they are actual people.
Well, from my understanding, some of them can have personalities. Some of them are only created to serve, and they only have a purpose. It's a complicated thing. I don't know, Keahi, Albus, you've been here a little bit longer.
I will look at Albus because I don't know much about these creatures. I know basically what you just said. That Albus, what's your take on this?
What do I know about it, DM?
Well, since I'm not going to ask you to roll, since you're pretty studious yourself, alongside Keahi, you also ingest information for your own objectives, and traveling around various territories, especially now in the Empire for the last few, if not year, it's become pretty apparent to you that ever since the Arcane Wars, from where the automatons, or what some people call them, the Theorians, came from, as in the first Arcane War, they were created by a rogue council mage called Kaltiora, and she created the first Ansels, which were the first automatons that basically made up her armies to fight for her cause. After the Second World War, after the Second Arcane War, after the Ansels were defeated on this second wave, the council decided to create or recreate Kaltiora's Ancils, and one of the major family behind the overall political structure in the empire, the Ilkrif family, actually dissected Tiora's Ancils and created their own more subservient and controllable versions called the Ilkrifs. So whenever you see an Ilkrif, it's clearly more new and more subservient. If you see an Ancil, it's probably at the very least a century old. Ilkrifs are easily treated the worst. Ancils are also, because they're kind of on the same level, but Ancils are typically the ones that develop more of a personality due to their refined creation pattern.
So, Ilkrifs have a more of a personality.
Ancils have a more personality. Ilkrifs can develop personalities as well, or be programmed with such, or created with such. But it's more common to see if an automaton has a personality and more of a older design, it's probably an Ancil.
Okay.
Those back there were Ilkrifs. Basically refined versions of Ancils to strip fire of hunger and make it kneel. That is basically the correlation between both. To be honest, in a way, might be a deeper violence than the war that brought the automatons was.
You see Draknash kind of just nodding, and like a little pop up with a exclamation mark. Draknash understood none of that. Then you see Halfdann kind of like,
so Ilkrifs were created to serve while the Ancils are enslaved, even with their knowledge.
Well, of course. You enslave what you cannot control.
Oh, okay. I think I got it. I think.
So,
Good job, cousin.
So would that one be an Ancil or an Ilkrif? How can I help you, mateys?
I like this guy.
I like you too, matey. Ahoy to you.
You don't know me. Calm down.
Sorry, customer.
some smoke, vapor, and magical light starts kind of sneezing and whirring as he just.
It's always funny to mess with them.
As he's now near your table, you see that he actually has what would be more closer to an Ilkrif bottom half, as the top half is a completely different design. And you see a little bit closer now that his right arm has been completely changed to work as a regular hand, as it is much bulkier than the left one. And if you look closer, it has more of an empty back built of a cannon, and thick enough to probably fit the harpoon that's hanging on top of you.
I'll just go. Oh.
As he just looks at you with his one eye, like expecting.
I'll just turn to Lorenthus and like nudge him with my elbow.
And like, this one. So as you said, as you understood, the subservient ones. And it's funny. if you give the contradictory emotions, they can't control their impulses and they don't know how to act towards you. It's the funniest shit ever.
I will come back on a later time when you have decided on your meals.
Dude, I thought you were supposed to be the wise, kind old man.
A wise person knows that we need to have fun sometimes.
You looked actually kind of sad. Even I'm a bitch. felt that.
Are you gonna tell me you don't want to try it? You kind of
I
want to try
never
it.
said that. I never said that. But maybe on a, not so miserable looking one.
It's fine. He has the whole piracy thing going on.
What the fuck? As Halfdann looks back, you see middle-aged human, looks worse than Halfdann in terms of aging, absolutely drenched in vomit, passed out as he's just now kind of rocking himself awake and burping himself awake, but then just passes out again. As those grumbles stop, you hear the whirring once again, just as the other sailor Ansel kind of just comes back and just,
What am I gonna do with you, Tommy?
he passes by you, goes back and just goes up the stairs and into a far door. As you hear the vibrations from wheels fade away into probably some back room or something else.
Well, anyways, does anyone have any idea of a plan?
First and foremost, I think we should probably open our eyes and ears and see if there's anyone else snooping by. Then we can maybe start planning.
With that, I want you guys to make me another instinct roll.
Can I use one of my special abilities?
Abilities or experiences? Yes, you can. You have to expend a hope and add that modifier, that experiences modifier
I
to your roll.
still have I still have hope. I'm gonna use guard.
All right. Okay.
9. Wait. It's an instinct, right?
Yes.
It's a 12 with hope.
It's a 12 with hope. Nice. Add me that hope.
I will.
Tsubaki?
That's a 17 with hope.
Nice. 17. Good roll. Albus?
It is a 19 with hope.
19. Tsubaki, as you kind of just look around, listen, you even stand up, inspect the windows. You close the one that was cracked open just a slit and just look here. Seems to be fine. Walk back. Albus, it is fine and quiet, but whoever is up top, hidden in the shadows of the giant skull, is the shadow itself. As you briefly glance in your old man stretch, you notice the shadow is darker than it should be. And with that, Albus, what do you do?
So what I suppose is that it's some spell that is happening up there.
In a way, yes.
The person probably has a spell of visibility, maybe. No, that doesn't make sense. That wouldn't make the shadow darker. No, it's not a spell. It's something different. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Okay, gonna have to bury me.
All right. Okay.
Gonna have to bury me. I am gonna. How far is it? Is it too far?
In terms of range, it would be
Like, would it be too hard for me to throw a cup at the shadow?
oh no, with like a nice like it's not like a chuck, it's like a throw, but you would manage to hit it.
Okay, I'll do that.
As you just hear this clink, almost like the cup hits something glassy. Ding! As the cup just falls down and starts. The clink kind of echoes. Clink, 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 clink. And at this point, you start hearing the whirring back, like getting closer. And you hear, as I spend a fear in your mind,
I thought that elder wisdom came with age. It appears not. How dare you disturb my nap? In that case, since you're old, I'll give you a lullaby myself. As the shadow starts dissipating, you see a glint of glass and water. As you see the rays of the sky glint as the shadow dissipates. Road, hair, water, a woman. And this is where we're going to end today's session.
Yeesh.
It was nice to meet you, Albus.
Oh, we're so... Alan, we are so fucked.
Tururu, música triste do Naruto.
Oh no, please not.
Oh
all
my
right,
god.
guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you all so much for watching today's session. It's unbelievably fun to play these games live with you guys watching and enjoying our stories. So if you wish to watch our sessions, you can find them on YouTube as well, or you can listen to them on Spotify. And don't forget to join us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky to keep up with some of our best moments. And for all of our subscribers, if you wish to watch today's VOD, you can do it right now here on Twitch. And with that, see you all next time. Bye-bye.